Now, I know that you really are, it's a privilege to have you because the lads are all tucked up, but tell us about what happened to you, how it all came about that only 3 years ago you had it off.
Well, at the time I was playing with the Dublin Miners, as you just said, and we were playing in the Leinster final, and I had a shocker of a game and got dragged, and the next week, or 4 weeks later, we played the semi-final because we won it, and I wasn't picked, I was on the bench. And we had a training session the day before, and the other guy that took my place got injured. So we were in the dressing rooms then before the game, and the coach said, "Oh, the guy's not ready to play, he's not able to," so they put me on. And I played and kept my position and got into the final, and we won the All-Ireland. And then, out of the blue, this guy came up and said, "Look, do you want to go to a trial for the Australian rules football out there?" So I said, "Oh yeah, I'll go along for a bit of fun and might get some free gear out of it, you know, something like this." So we went out there after in the first week in October, and there was about 16 of us from all over Ireland, and they went through all the ball skills with us and gave us the footy, which is the first time I'd ever seen it. And we kicked the ball around, and then on the Sunday, we went on the Friday, and on the Sunday they said, "Would you like to come out for 2 years?" And I rang up with Dad and said, "Listen, Dad, they want me to come out," and he goes, "Oh my God," he says, "I told you not to get it." So we had a bit of a talk and had a week to decide, and then I said, "Oh yeah, sure, I might as well give it a go." So and then I found myself out there 3 weeks later.
And it's all worked out very well.
Yeah, it has.
You like it there, do you?
Yeah, I do indeed. Yeah, it's a very nice city, and the people are really nice out there. Yeah. No, we have a great time.
And what about the love life for a big fella like you? With all the dames running after you?
No, football all the time.
Football, only football. Oh, we believe you to oblige you. But what about? Did you find it difficult to adapt to to their approach to the game?
Yeah, well, it's much more physical, the game itself. Plus, behind the scenes, like the actual mental part of the game is very, very hard as well, because you've got to. Like, you train 3 times a week, 4 times a week, and like you can't be late, nothing like that. You know, if you get late, you get fined and things like this. And even at the game itself, you might get there 2 hours before the game starts. Now over here, you know yourselves, anyone who's played the game, you get there 10 minutes before the game, tug out, run out, play, and get home as quick as you can. You don't even get a share after the game half the time. So it was totally different, you know. And in regards to that type of thing, it was a lot harder, you know, to adjust to it, because you'd be in the dressing room and the guys would be getting all keyed up and they'd be really serious, and I'm sitting in the background laughing my head off, you know. So it took me a while to tune to that.
Yeah, but have you been home since that? Is this the first visit home?
No, the club give me a free trip home each Christmas.
Yeah, because it's a long and costly journey, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yeah. Yeah, well, that was part of the contract, you know.
Have Mum and Dad been out there?
Yeah, actually, we made the finals a couple of weeks ago for the first time in 23 years. The club I'm with made it.
Yeah.
So we went in, myself and Sean, this is another Irish guy that went out there, and we asked them if they'd fly our parents out, and they said, well, it's going to cost us a bit of money. And then we went, oh, look, you know. And before we got a chance to say that, they said, actually, we booked them on the flight on Wednesday. And this was on the Monday we asked them. So they were out by the Thursday night. And they rang them up there and then and said they had 2 days to pack and get out of here and watch the game. So it was really great, you know.
Wasn't that a marvellous surprise? Yeah. How many in your family? Are there any of the others going to follow suit? How many
I've got 2 other brothers younger than me and 3 sisters.
So you're setting the tone, only don't pull them all off to Australia. I don't like to see you fellas going. I like to see you going for a while, but I want to see you all coming back, you see.
Oh yeah, well, we'll be back.
Good. Well, I think you're a marvellous ambassador, I must say, for the young kids. And your generation, for me, are doing tremendous credit to this little nation. When you look at guys like you and Stephen Roach and, you know, Bob Geldof and what have you, there's some chemistry here, no matter how you crib about the schools and the discipline. Whatever it is, if we could bottle it, we'd make a fortune, because we're turning out great kids and we're very proud of you. Now, how do you see yourself shaping, or do you see yourself staying, or like what do you see yourself doing?
Well, I haven't really thought about staying. Like, when I got out there, I just said I'll just take it year by year. Yeah. And that's what I've been doing. Like, the club have offered me a contract to stay for another 3 years. But like, I'm still pretty young and I'm afraid to tie myself down for that long. Yeah. So I just like to take it year by year, you know. Like a lot of the international sports guys that have gone abroad and soccer players and that. It's, you know, it's nice to be able to come back here when you like to, you know, because you can, you know, you do miss the country, you know, all the time. Yeah. So it's good to be able to get away and enjoy yourself, and then be able to say, look, I've had enough, or it's time for me to go home. Or whatever.